All right, testing. 1, 2, 3. This is July 16th, 2012. And yes, I'm still having problems with that place. I have a power of attorney at storage, etc., for the people that I'm involved with. And so that gives me the right to be there. And they have, for 3 days now, on my friend who rented a storage there, who I'm helping, who I possess the power of attorney on that and other storages there. They have taken his codes out for the last 3 days and expected me to put everything back in the storage. Can't do that if you pull the storage, if you put the key codes out. He has paid money. He has a contract. You can't do that. You're going to do that, you return his money, okay? You refund us, and we'll be out of there. My guess is the main office doesn't want to deal with this now because now I'm going on YouTube and they're getting calls. And the fact that I put the White House, hacked the White House phone is not taking it too far. This morning I woke up to find Charlie Rose interviewing Obama, the puppet Bilderberg president, along with Romney, and it doesn't matter whether they're interviewed or not. It's not just the Bible that says things that make sense. Inwardly, beware of people in soft cloth, or inwardly they're raving wolves. That means rich people. Well, it isn't that they're Gentile or Jewish or a Muslim or anything. It's greed. It's just outright greed, and people can hide their greed real well. Now, Romney is so rich, he's got all this money, and Obama's, I'm sure, richer now, being president, and I don't see why it would hurt them to debate me. Now, as far as an interview, I don't see why Charlie Rose doesn't interview me. I've gone through hell, and I don't have to write a book. I've already written a book on YouTube. That is my book, Reality Supreme Being's book on abuse. And abuse there's thousands of different forms of abuses. The most widely known abuse is the abuse of the human race. More than 7,000 years of wars and bits and pieces all over the planet, and a little less than 300 years to account for any kind of peace in bits and pieces all over the planet. Now, this morning I heard that there's a drought, the worst drought of all. That's what the news reports. Well, and they show a map of the United States, and more than half the United States. Of course, the red area that they showed, actually underneath the United States, is a huge aquifer, which can never be replaced fast enough by rainwater because of the use of the human race here, okay, throughout that same red area, the worst drought. Well, the droughts wouldn't exist if in the 1980s, when we proposed a new idea for how to build houses and save water and conserve water, had been taken up. And I wouldn't have gone through all these terrible things for two things. If the oil companies and the shipping companies had taken me seriously and started to work with me on at least some prototypes of my spherical oil barges, which would have stopped all the oil spills in the world. And then two, the water recycling system in building two-story houses differently than the way they've been building them. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The Department of Commerce has my name on file, and they don't care. They from more than 20 years ago, they have that there, and nobody mentions it. And you know why? Because I'm undesirable. I'm an undesirable person. Well, I'm dying, so it doesn't matter. You'll be rid of my undesirability. Because there's another version of abuse is neglect. Neglect for equal publicity from Obama and Romney. I'm a poor presidential candidate. Totally, beyond, I'm below the poverty level. That's how my life has been for years. And I sacrificed that so that I could purchase 40 acres in Colorado and move out of this crazy place and build my own United States of America. Instead, the United States chooses to keep me prisoner here. That's one. Two, feed me scraps. That's two. And I could go on with a whole list of stuff. Now, I'm only into this video about 4 minutes. And it just surprises me and saddens me and depresses me that nobody cares. Oh, sure, I got some views recently. I'm getting a lot of views just letting my webcam say webcam instead of presidential candidate. But then once people are looking at my webcam, they can see my ranting and raving. A person doesn't rant and rave for 200 videos unless there's only two obvious reasons a person rants and raves. Either they are blazing nuts, cuckoo bananas, or they really have been abused. Worse than Rodney King, worse than that poor kid who got beat up, that schizophrenic kid who got beat up in Fontana by the police last year. Worse than any of the police brutalities, worse than even killing somebody. Because, see, the worst thing about abuse is to hurt and destroy somebody's life like they've done mine over and over and over again and leave them alive. That's the worst thing of all. And you people are guilty of all of it because this is your country, your collective country. If I'm not right about how much people hate this country, today, Secretary Clinton's caravan or convoy to her next meeting was hit with shoes, and she's a Democrat. Shoes, food, all that kind of stuff. You see the windshield wiper cleaning the windshield wiper window off from all the icky food they were throwing at it. If Egypt really believes in democracy, why are they throwing shoes and stuff at a Democrat? Because they know the truth. They know that this person is tied into the Bilderberg group. Obama's tied into the Bilderberg group. That's why the common people all over the world hate this country. And if you want Mr. Obama and Romney and the Congress and the Senate, if you really want to bring back faith in all of the people all over the world, the worst thing you can do is do what you did to me. And do what you're still doing to me by ignoring me. And that includes the media. You're a bunch of evil SOBs who I could fill the universe with bad words, and it wouldn't be enough to explain how evil you people are. And at the same time, how insignificant you are. If you look at the planet from the picture that Voyager took from the edge of our solar system, which is just a pin dot in the galaxy, by the way, but just the edge of our solar system, the Earth looks like a tiny dot at the end of the sentence on the picture, on an 8.5 by 11 picture that you're looking at. That's how big the Earth is in a little ray of moonbeam or sunshine. So here we are talking about the truth. Everything I'm telling you is the truth, and you're letting these people get away with it. You should be hacking the ABC, CBS, NBC, not allowing them to be able to fill their comment lines with nothing but angry words, cuss at them, do whatever it takes. When you see my numbers about hacking the White House phone lines, do it. These people are evil. All they care about is their money and that lousy, stinking argument they gave with Kravets, Charlie Rose also interviewed him. At the same time saying, oh, it's about the middle class. No, it's not about the middle class. It's about the poor. If you don't take care of the poor or people like me, and I mean really take care of them and help them, then you are up the creek without a paddle, Mr. Rich Man and Mr. Middle Class. Poor people are doing nothing different than the middle class, trying to work hard to make something of their labor equity. That's what people say. That labor that they do their whole life, whether they work in Jack in the Box or for Congress as a page, whether they work anywhere, they're saving equity. And you insult that equity when you attack them using the vicious cycle laws, using the color of law like they did me over and over and over again. I'm the guy who should be not just president, I should be in charge over the presidency, over the lousy stinking Congress, over these crappy people, because nobody cares. You don't want to band together and revolt against the United States. Take your money out of the bank. Go get a horse. Let the horse crap all over the city streets. Okay, get a bike. Do the stuff that counts. Show the government you are going to revolt just like the Indian nation revolted when Gandhi asked them to declare a day of fasting when it was really a way of doing two things, praising God and then also turning around and bringing the country to a complete halt. So that's what you need to do. And unless you do that, you're going to get Obama or Romney and the crappy Congress and your mayor and your governors. They're all got their hands in the kitty. They're the ones who are screwing you. It doesn't matter if they're Democrat or Republican. You have a dual-party dictatorship. That's what your country has. And that's why Clinton's caravan got dumped with shoes and hit with vegetables and stuff. Here the Egyptians are protesting and the media is carrying it. Talk about a contradiction of terms. And they're supposedly saying, we want democracy, and yet they're pelting somebody who represents democracy, or supposedly represents democracy. It's a joke. And you're all a joke. Don't you get it? Look at the things that are happening to me, even right now, and this lousy storage, etc. You know, I never wanted to be in these storage places. I shouldn't be there at all. I should be where I really count, someplace where I have a database. The damage that was done to me by the city of Los Angeles has compromised my health, has done everything to destroy my life. Last night, right outside storage, etc., there was a girl. Her name is Angela Bell. And she was being attacked by 3 guys. Now, I hate the police. Can't stand them. But when you see something like that, they stole her purse. They ran through the Home Depot parking lot in East going down Roscoe. So I pick up my phone, and I call 911. Well, the lady was nice enough. She keeps me on the phone. 6 police cars shows up because the police station is only around the corner over here on Schoenborn, off of Canoga. So they chased them. I guess they brought the helicopter, and they tried to find the 3 culprits that had held her down over here and stolen her purse. The poor woman was walking back down Deering Avenue, and she was all distraught. And I tried to calm her down. I said, ma'am, you're walking back towards me. I'm on the phone with 911. She says, yeah, I called 911 too. Well, then give me your name. And the police came, and one of the guys told me, he says, well, you know, we can't do anything if she doesn't press charges. I said, that's not my problem. I just called because I saw this bad thing happening to this poor woman and these 3 guys running off over there. Anyway, I don't know the end of it. No one called me back on the phone to tell me what had happened. So anyway, that's just to give you a little incidents of things that go on, okay? And they go on all over the world. So here you are sitting expecting things to happen and the right things to happen, and they don't happen. Hold on a second. I've got to stop this recording and start another one. Thank you.